This is the ruin of St Helen's Church. It's on the east coast of Scotland, just across the Scottish borders. If I duck out here, maybe you might see over there, that's the nuclear power station on the coastline. I've come down here because it's pretty blustery today, so I didn't fancy a hill walk. And there is a bit of rain forecast. I can see it up in the clouds. It looks a bit ominous. Hopefully it'll be okay because we're going to go along the coast here today. I'm going to go from here, St Helen's Church, along to... I'm going to try and make it to Fast Castle. Hopefully we'll see some really nice waves. Maybe a few mermaids, you never know. I don't really know much history about St Helen's Church here. There's some very old gravestones over here. But I'll look it up on the internet. And if I find anything, I'll put it in a little ticker around here on the bottom of the screen so you can read the history of this place. There's also a dead rabbit just right there. This is the biggest part of the church. This wall here. And it's quite a small ruin, this one. But it is really, wow, it's blustery today. So I don't know whether you're going to hear much of me. I might actually let the pictures do the talking rather than me. Because there'll be a lot of wind noise on the camera, unfortunately. Anyway, I don't know how long this walk is. I think it might be about 10 kilometres maybe. I'm going to see some sights along the way. So thanks for joining me. Let's get going. There's a really cool view down there, but I don't want to go down there. There's a tiniest of signs here that says way marker, and it shows one up here, so I'll head this way. So this is Sakar Point, I think it is. There's some ruins here. There's meant to be a fort here. This looks like a modern construction. It looks like they're making some kind of memorial to, what's his name, James Thingy, who came up here and, got some theory about geology, I think it was. I should have read that board back there. Whoa. A long way, I'm not going to near that edge. You might see the ship there. Yeah, I'm going to back up a bit. Well, this would be a nice look at once it's finished, so if you fancy a walk to somewhere with a good view, this is Berwickshire. See all the way along the coast there where we're going to go. Yeah, what I was saying about that ship, I'm glad I'm not out there just today, because I think it doesn't look as though it's moving much on the camera here. I bet you that's swaying back and forth. I'll check my shipping app and I'll put on screen probably around about here what that ship is. Quite a cool place, but it's very windy, so I'm going to continue on. really blustery up the top, but I've come down here. This is called Marley Brae. I'm just following this, I guess it's a cow track. Didn't really have much option at the top there. They had electric fences, so come down here. It's a bit rough going, but certainly dramatic scenery. That's where we were a minute ago. You can see the dump truck. Apparently there's a cave along here somewhere, but I think it's probably a bit too dangerous to go down there today because of the wind. It's actually quite calm where I'm stood right now, just down the hill, which is great. So yeah, today I'm actually going solo and really have an exact route. I've got a rough idea where I want to go. Obviously the castle, which I think is over there on that cliff over way in the distance. I'm not sure, but I think it is. Anyways, really dramatic coastal views. I really like this. Makes a change from doing the hill walks I normally do. I mean, I do like being up the hills, but who doesn't like the coast? Oh, it's a bit boggy here. Typical. I'll tell you, the cows have really messed up the ground here. I don't see any cows in the field today. Oh, how are we going to get across this? Just have to go for it. Whoa. Wow, that's boggy. Decided to jump into the field over the fence. It's barbed wire, but it's not electrified. Anyway, yeah, the path down there was getting a bit sketchy, so I decided just to jump over here. And then there's a gate at the end here. There's no livestock in this field. We're going to head down here. I can see a little bridge over the river here, well, burn. And then it goes up the other side. So let's continue on. Oh, we've started a duck as well. So this is called Old Canvas Burn that we're crossing just now. It's really rough going here. I think the cows have been having a field day of it, churning it all up. So yeah, it might be like this for a while. So this is called Little Clew Burn, and we're going to have to find a way to jump over it. Wow, it looks pretty cool over here. Look at the red stone. Well, it wouldn't be easy to get down to the waterline, but look at that, that's pretty cool. Have to jump the burn, I could have just come up here. So we're heading up this way to the farm. There's a defined path up here. I had a look back there. I think this is called Red Clew. Your GPS is wrong, turn around. Well, there you go. So we're going to head up here, try and find that proper path, and then join that and continue on. There's a lot of electric fences around here, so let me get this gate open. There we go. Yeah, like I was saying, there's a lot of electric fences, and they can really scupper things if you're trying to go across fields. So yeah, let's head up this way and get the kind of official track. These are such lovely little cottages. Okay, old post box, that's brilliant. Love these old farm buildings, they look so cool. And look over here, some old petrol pumps as well, all rusty. So now I'm trying to find the actual official path. Ah, there's a signpost here. Coastal Path, 2.5 miles to Peace Bay. That's where we've come from. This is going to Dowlaw and St Abbs. So this is the way we're going. I guess it must be up this way. Private road, farm access only. Private road, farm access only. You get the post there. Let's try this one. Bit of a swamp there. Oh, it's muddy again. Oh no. So it looks like it was the right way, actually. It's great. There's a sign here pointing to the right. If we go on, we go on to Menzies Clue, I think it is. Or maybe you should just stick to the path. I think I will today because I'm out of breath already. You could probably hear that on the camera. Getting across that rough ground was not that easy. And yeah. So is it left or right? I think it's right. I can see a post. Oh, there's another pheasant. Oh, 2 of them. It looks like maybe we go through this little stile. That's not a stile, it's Kissing Gates, isn't it? It's not clear, but I think it's up to the right here. I think we maybe go around the back of those hills. Yeah, let's go this way and see. That'd be good to get out of this wind for a while. It's just never ending, and it's also actually quite rough ground as well. I've been moaning about it for a while now. This is the Berwickshire Coastal Way, I found out, but not very coastal because the coast is away down there. path goes on to the right here, but it joins a road just up here. I'm going to go this way because I want to have a look at that building up there and also this old quarry. So I suppose you could call this a signpost. So this looks like something built between the Second and First World War, I think. This area is called Harley Darley's, which is a great name, but not much more than the ruin. And I think this building here is just used for like maybe keeping cows or something. It certainly smells like a cow shed. It's just good to get out of the wind for a while. It's been mental. There we go, across this way there's meant to be some remains of a settlement, and then we join that road for a while. It's called Dolaw Road. So yeah, let's head along this way, see if we can find a settlement and then join the road. Hopefully it'll be a bit easier going, but I don't think there's going to be a respite from this wind. I think this might be the remains of the settlement, whatever it was. Just some mounds of earth again. There's a lot of this kind of stuff in Scotland. There are some cows in this field. They're way over the other side, so that's good. Don't disturb them. That's amazing when the wind drops. Anyway, just a mound of stones these days. Nothing much. Wonder what it was before. Maybe just a little village or something. Farmstead, maybe something like that. Over the barbed wire fence onto the road. Okay, I made it. So we're on this road for a little while now. Busy road this one, but there are cars at times. So this is Dowlaw Farm. I'm going to cross the cattle grid. There's another blue sign up here, no something or other. Let's go and have a look. Okay, no fires, rubbish, barbecues, camp one night only, vehicles £15. Please pay at farmhouse. So I guess if you come here in your car and you want to park, you've got to pay £15. Anyway, I'm on foot, so it's fine. Okay, let's go on. So this bit here is called Soldier's Dyke. Although I'm wondering whether it's actually this wall that it's talking about. But yeah, I don't know anything other than the name is called Soldier's Dyke. It's meant to be another fort somewhere over there, and some enclosures as well, but we're not going there today. Another day. Certainly nice, wide open views. Don't think you'll see it in the camera, but out there you can see an offshore wind farm just on the horizon. It's not a very good cattle grid. You can just walk around it. Sheep in this field. Okay, we're coming up on the £15 car park here. I have to say, I think it's quite expensive, but this road I've been walking along has got less potholes in it than streets in Edinburgh. So anyway, we're here at Dowhill Farm. So if you're continuing the coastal walk, this is the way to go here. Pease Bay 5 miles, Lumsdane and St Abbs. I think one day I'll do a walk at St Abbs. It's a farmhouse, it looks really cool in that red colour. But anyway, we'll go down this way. Signposted. Fast Castle, 3/4 of a mile. So let's get going over this gate, I think. That's just a short distance through the trees. And over this here, I have a feeling we're going to be back in the wind pretty soon. Oh, you can take a shortcut. Unfenced cliff area, keep to path. Well, if you're coming this way, heed those words. Right, let's get going up here. Oh, some nice little cottages there. And a sheep that's going to be none too pleased that we're coming. Kinda looks like something. Maybe it's a seahorse. That ship from earlier has decided to slip its anchor and get going. It's going out to sea. It's maybe had enough of getting tossed around. So I'm not sure which way. I think it's probably to the right here. I can see a bit of a path. Let's head that way. So nice when the wind drops. This here on the right is called Telegraph Hill. I can only guess why. I suppose you can get a good view. And if you look back here all the way to the power station and the cement factory, you can actually see Pass Rock out there as well, and Berwick Law. Which is great. The visibility is brilliant today. Anyway, so the castle's just the other side of this hill. So we're almost there now. Almost. This feels like if you trip up and start rolling down through this heather, you ain't going to stop until you hit the water. So yeah, watch your feet going here. But that said, it is quite a well-defined path. Already passed two people. Well, this is quite a steep path coming down here. It's well-defined, but it's just making me think that I'm going to have to come back up this way. And I didn't bring my sticks with me today, which is a bit annoying. I thought it'd be a lot flatter than it is. I naively thought they would actually be walking along like a beach or something, or at least a stony beach. Anyway, it's been good. Sun's come out, you know, and the wind's dropped as well. And we're just heading down here. It's downhill all the way to the castle. And it's just some incredible views. And I think it's only going to get better. So let's get down here and then I'll have a look around the castle. Well, I don't know any of the history of Fast Castle, and again I'm going to look it up on the internet, and if I find anything I'll put it as a little ticker on the bottom of the screen. But my god, what a place to live. I'm gonna have to try and get up here, so I'll put the camera away a minute and just scramble up. Okay, I'm up. Wasn't too bad. But wow, you're gonna have to be really careful if you come here, because there's just sheer drops at every side. It's quite incredible that they managed to actually build a castle up here. Some caves down there, and there's like a sea stack over there as well. That's pretty cool. I wonder what that is. I'll look it up on the map and I'll put it on the screen. I always keep saying that. What an incredible place. And look at that wall down there. Whoa, there's a big hole there as well. Oh. I'm gonna go this way. Whoa. How did they build that? Should we venture down to that wall there? I think so, but I'm not going any further. Especially because it's windy, you never know. I don't want to be one of these statistics that lost their life for YouTube. Not doing that. Got lots more of Scotland to explore. Yeah, I'm not going along to the end. What an amazing place. And how in the world did they build a castle here back in the day? So my Garmin says 9.68 kilometres. So roughly about 10k from St Helen's Church to Fast Castle here. And it's going to be 10k back, so a 20k walk. Well, as castles go, I've seen better, but this is certainly one of the most dramatic locations for a castle, that's for sure. Anyway, all that's left now is to walk back, and I'm going to pretty much take the path I took, so it won't be any different going back than what you've seen here. So let's say this was 10 kilometres. It's been an interesting walk, I think, but it hasn't really been a coastal walk. It's certainly been quite incredible to come to this castle, so definitely would recommend the castle. The rest of it, well, maybe not so much. But, you know, it's decent enough. Anyway, I've got to get back up this hill here. And yeah, that's it for this video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I always have to say that, you know. And I'll see you on the next one, probably a Polish video. So yeah, look out for that. In the meantime, take care. See ya.